Roll call, Diane.
Chuck?
Here.
Diane here. Keith?
Here.
Ron?
Here.
Bob?
Here.
Pam?
Here.
And Peggy?
Here.
Well, we got 7 people signed up to speak, so if you want to talk. Somebody want to make a motion or want to discuss?
I make a motion we discuss the Watson property. I think there's some, can you hear me?
Got to be right on top.
My mic is, can you hear me now? Okay, good. Okay, I make a motion that we approve the Watson property management for management, bookkeeping, and administrative assistant, and the manager.
And open it up for discussion.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
Go down the line. Chuck?
Chuck?
Boy, you got to talk close to this.
Yeah.
No. I want to, we'll discuss it first. Discuss it. You're good?
I'm good.
Diane? Keith? Good? I'm good. Bob?
Yeah, just one thing is that a lot of work was put behind this for the last 3 or 4 months, and the best we came up with as a group and so forth is this Watson. So I would highly recommend them when it comes to the voting time to accept them as the manager's bookkeeper and the administrative assistant, since we're losing 100% of our office staff.
Pam?
I have nothing.
Okay. Peggy?
Nothing.
Okay. Anybody that signed up to speak want to say anything?
Okay.
Take a vote.
Okay, Chuck?
Yes.
Diane, yes.
I'm sorry, hang on a minute.
Oh.
I thought a lot of people were signed up ahead of me to speak.
Okay, no.
Hang on, Fred. Just a comment that I assume that in this contract, there is a formal company and personnel annual evaluation, and that it involves asking all of us for formal written feedback. If it's just a checklist or some kind of scale 1 to 10, how do you rate people on services and performance? But I would hope that there's an evaluation.
Well, there'll be an
We've never
evaluation.
been asked for
We'll have an
any-
evaluation. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be sending flyers out to everybody so they can sign up, but yeah, there'll be an evaluation.
Well, there could be an evaluation
Yeah.
form put up on the slideshow for people to copy or fill out and complete.
What I would
You
su-
know,
what I would
just
suggest-
asking people to stop by and fill out
Rabbit.
isn't enough.
Can you hear
need
me?
to send something out.
Yeah, good point, Fred. What I would suggest is that it's up to the board of directors to evaluate the personnel and so forth. However, a good point is that if you do have some concerns, you should bring it up to one of the board of directors so he or she can present that in your name, or at a meeting, a workshop meeting or something like that, you could bring it up, so everybody's involved if they're interested, which is a good point. But you can't send something to every person in here about what their evaluation is on somebody. It'd be almost impossible, I would think, you know? And you always hear the...
No, that's not impossible. It can be done.
Well,
I'd like
but-
to see,
yeah.
I'd like to see some data
Yeah.
from the population living here who wants to submit
Right.
something.
That's why when they come to the meetings and so forth, they can express their opinions and so forth. Like I say, this is a good crowd here today. I know, like I say, normally we get 10, 12 people, but it's great to see everybody here, and I agree with you 100%. Democracy. We're a democracy. We have to work together and so forth. And you're a good, valid point. People have good points. There's a lot of good, valuable people out here. We need their input. We can't rely on us 7 to see everything. But it's a very good point on that.
And Fred, I'd like to make a comment. The board has decided to do some QA on their own based on the outcome of Watson, which obviously we would share.
Okay. Well, I printed a little HOA manager performance, recommendations for a board, and one of the points is ask the homeowners. Ask them.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you. That'll be
Hey,
Jim
hey,
has-
Jim. Go ahead, Jimmy. Oh, no, wait a minute. We got Jim. Jim Hensel.
Jim Hensel,
Yeah.
12J.
Yeah.
I read through all of the documentation from the management company, and I think I understand it pretty well. I only had one question. Based on their administrative documents, they don't really have to have anybody here at all to do what they need to do. Will there be anybody here full-time?
Yes, there is. The manager will be here full-time, so will the admin. Yep. We have him 40 hours a week.
Once we accept it, then they can introduce them.
Anyone else? Okay.
Once we accept it, then you're going to introduce
Yep. Yeah, let's take the vote.
Okay. Chuck?
Yes.
Diane? Yes. Keith?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Pam?
Yes.
Peggy?
Yes.
And we're gonna introduce, this is Carlos Herrera. Okay, he's gonna be the new manager. He's training with Chris right now.
Let me see if this thing works. My name is Carlos Herrera. I'm working with Watson for the past year. I'm gonna be your new manager. And anything that you need, please, I'm gonna give you my email. Send me emails. If you don't get any response from me, send it again. But I can assure you, one email is gonna be enough. I'm gonna be here from 7:30. I'm gonna try to be here earlier until 4 p.m. And whatever you need, please, ask our administrative assistant for an appointment, whatever you need, and I'm more than happy to help you out. If you got any questions, I speak Spanish. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but hey, the only thing, if somebody's complaining too much, I'm gonna say I don't speak English. I'm sorry. Thank you for your warm welcome. Thank you.
Carlos, actually, I just had a suggestion that not to give out your private email, but we will send out to the whole community the property manager's email.
That's the email that I
Yeah,
gave them.
okay, just so everybody understands.
It's the Watson email, basically, the one we're gonna use, and copy the, your email. So I have two. One coming through Monterey, and the other one coming through Watson. So Watson and Monterey, or Monterey and Watson, copying both, because I'm gonna be able to see a different way, and I'm gonna be able to
Right.
transfer some information from my company email to the website, and I have it in there.
Okay, thank you.
And Watson's will be holding a couple of classes in here. They have a computer program that you all will be able to get on. You can log in payments. You can put in work orders. You can check on the status of work orders. They're going to actually be giving classes, and you will all be able to get onto what they call their portal. Carlos has been showing me their program, and it is absolutely awesome. There's so much stuff, you don't even have to come to this office ever again. You can do it all at line, sitting on your couch. And we're going to have it on 99, I believe, if it's not already on. We're going to have, I think, 4 different classes, so that we'll do like buildings 1 through 12, 13 through whatever, etc. And you're going to come up, and they're going to teach you guys how to use it.
Yeah. Those are going to be in February, the first part of February, and they're going to be set up just like we did Hotwire. It's by buildings, like 1 through 10, one time, and then it's the next group of buildings, 11 through 20, like we did the Hotwire presentation. And those will be the first week of February.
Chris, is the monthly maintenance still going to be removed the same way?
The monthly maintenance for February will be moved through us, ACH. They will send you something to change it over to the new bank account. You will be receiving that from Watson's. Every single owner is going to get a welcome letter, the explanation of how you go on to ACH, what you do, etc. But again, that won't actually take effect until March. I mean, we're halfway through January just about. So your ACHs for February, everybody, will come out the same way. You'll pay with your same coupon book for February, the same way. Come March, you will already have your welcome letter from Watson's explaining how the new system works, okay? But we still will be able to take, if you're on ACH right now, they will still do that. They will still do that.
You- Go ahead.
Rosa's the person in charge. She's going to be here explaining how to do it. She's a tiny girl, and she will make everything so simple to be able to do it. I have issues trying because I didn't pay attention until Rosa went to my desk and started saying, Carlos, this is the easy way. Took her 2 minutes, and I was dealing with that for 3 days. So it made me feel like I was out of touch with the computer. But she will be here, she will explain everything simple, and if you have to call the office, she will help you to do it from the phone, in the phone.
Yep.
From what I understand, if you're not computer savvy, you can actually call. They will explain this to you. You can actually call, and they will set you on ACH over the phone if you're not computer savvy. Or you may not even have a computer, Fred Ambrosia. And I can say that because I'm friendly with Fred. He just fed us lunch. But yes, if you don't have a computer, they will do it for you right over the phone. Yeah.
Brad's in the.
Go ahead, Brad.
What about those who pay with a check?
So if you pay with a check, you're going to get another style coupon. The only difference is it will either go to their lockbox at the new bank, or it will go to Watson. It just won't come here.
So it will have to be mailed.
It
Yes.
will have to be mailed, or you can drop it off at, I believe the bank is going to be
Sunstate.
South State, which is over near Moneros, near the Truist Bank. Or their main office is on US 1 and Federal Highway. Now, I don't know why you'd want to drive there, it's more expensive. Something like that. Yeah, so yes, you will have to mail it, Brad, yes.
So there's a late fee if you're, what, 5 days late?
So it's due on the 1st. After the 6th, it's considered late. So if they book it on the 7th, you get a late fee of $25, correct.
Is that by when they book it or postmark?
It's not postmarked. It's not from when you postmark it. If you mail it on the 5th and it's due on the 1st and they give you a grace period, if you mail it on the 5th, it's from the date that they book it. So if they don't receive it until the 7th, and that's how we do it here, you will get a late fee. Yeah.
Okay. If you're on ACH right now, you can be on ACH with them. You'll have to fill out their paperwork to do it, or call the office and they can do it for you. We recommend that everybody goes on ACH. It makes it a lot easier, but you will have a porthole. They have a porthole, and you'll have your own account in there. You can go into that account and pay it out of your bank account.
Correct.
You'll be able to do that.
So rather than ACH, I can just go on there
Correct.
and
Yes.
pay it from my bank at that.
That's correct.
Right.
Yep.
Most of my banking now.
That's how you can, that's
Yeah.
exactly right, and that's what they're going to
Yeah.
explain, which makes it much easier. They will even accept credit cards. Now, there will be a 3% charge if you have to pay by credit, but they do accept credit cards. But it is more like online banking, exactly like you said,
Yeah.
where you can go on and just put in, this is my account number, my routing number, and take it out of this bank.
Are these, well, we'll take the questions anyway. Don't make any.
Hang on, Mike. Hang on, Mike.
Yeah. No. I mean, these are.
Michael Hastings, 39E, I think. For work orders that we have previously sent and haven't been completed, do we resubmit those to Carlos?
There's no need. They're still here, they're still working on it, you're not gonna have an issue. Okay. Everything is gonna finish. When you start submitting the orders through our website, we're gonna print it up here.
And the mic.
Oh. We're gonna print the work orders here and give it to the guys. So it's gonna be fine. You can do it at home, send it up here, or you can call and leave the voicemail the same way you're doing it. It's not a big difference. The easy way is that the website is going to give you about the topics that you're going to need. So you're going to put about the lakes and what is about the lakes, the maintenance of the lake, whatever you want to talk about, it's going to give you the subject, and you just fill it out. Okay?
Thank you. I understand the need to send the checks to your company, but Chris, you understand we have all those other bank accounts that we keep separate, like the escrow account for the insurance, the reserves and everything. What's going to happen to those bank accounts?
All right, so those bank accounts are going to stay. What Jim was asking is we have numerous bank accounts. We have an operating account. We have a separate operating account to take overflow over $250,000. We then have multiple reserve accounts, and we have what we call an insurance escrow account. All those accounts are going to stay active. There will be an insurance escrow, multiple reserves, etc. They will not be with Morgan Stanley anymore. We are going to be switching to a different investment company, but it'll be the same way. So they will still be all our internal accounts will still be active for us.
When the money comes in, Jim, it'll get distributed to the different accounts.
Correct.
Are our maintenance people and golf people going to be employees of your company now?
No.
No.
Everyone other than Carlos, the new administrator, and the bookkeeper are going to stay Monterey employees. We will still do their payroll through here. The board will still have complete control of them. They'll still have control of Watson's, obviously, but no, they will remain Monterey employees.
The bookkeeper is off-site, it's in their offices, just so everybody knows.
But we will meet her. She's going to be coming to a meeting. She's going to help explain these things to you of how to get on the portal, etc.
Anything else right now with that?
Carlos, how many years' experience do you have?
Not too many. To be honest with you, I can tell you it's 110 years experience behind me, but I only have a year and a half. It's more than 100 years of people behind me because we work with the team. So it's not me working just for you. It's a whole team. So Watson, we got 7 managers and 2 on top of me. They're going to be following me the whole time, looking what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. So it's going to be a little more control that you right now used to, because Chris has experience and the board helps. I'm going to have my own experience, 2 people watching over me, plus the board. So I only have a year and a half experience. I work with 2 other condominiums, and they were upset because I was leaving. My other 4 properties, same thing. One of them is already called Watson and say, we're quitting, we're canceling the contract. If Carlos is not here, we're leaving. So it's not just experience, it's also the willingness to do things. And I'm a people person. I know for some of you it's going to be great, so from other people, no, because I'm, like you saw me, I just make a joke. I'm trying to break the ice between each other. Life is too short, so that's important. So as I say, I only have a year and a half experience, but I got a back that is coming behind me. Alicia, Marisa, those are 2 managers. Marisa, as a matter of fact, she is a condominium agent. Basically, she is with the state. She takes all the classes, and she's our trainer and train the state people also. So she's behind me. And every time that she has a chance, she calls me. How are you doing this? Are you doing that? So it's important. I want to get, obviously, more experience, and I'm going to get the experience. But I'm happy to be here, and I know most of you are going to be okay. Thank you.
In other words, he's got years of experience backing him, so he'll be all right. Judy.
Meet halfway.
Besides the backing that you have from your upper management, do you also have legal that will be going to Watson for versus extra expenses going externally for legal counseling? Where will we be going for that?
We're going to, go ahead, Chris.
I can talk about legal, anything.
Yeah.
Anything that I say is, I can give you legal advice because I'm not an attorney. So I'm not going to be able to give any kind of legal advice, not even comment on legal things that is happening. It will go to the same attorney that you have, Jacob. I've been working with Jacob since I started working with Watson. So I know him, he knows me, got an excellent relation. So don't expect changes. What you're seeing right now, the only thing going to change, this old guy is leaving, this handsome guy is coming up. So that's the only difference you're going to see.
Hurts, doesn't it? Anybody else on this subject?
Okay.
Get back there, Chris.
You couldn't have done that when I was already here.
Carney-Hanna, 14H. I just would like to know what the terms of the contract are in terms of the time length. I would like to ask what the terms of the contract are in terms of the time length that we're signing with Watson.
It's a 2-year contract. Okay, that's it. Let's go to non-agenda items. Anybody got anything to say about non-agenda items?
Yeah, Bob Rondellet, 14B, and I want to address the painting of the wall. We have a fellow here that has 60 years' experience in painting. He's willing to take on the contract to do it free, and we also have 14 volunteers signed up, and I think we'll able to do a good job with his expertise and guidance, and I just want to know where that stands.
Something that we can bring up at the next meeting, at the workshop meeting?
We're still waiting for one bid that's
Yep.
supposed to come in today. You guys had asked me to first
Yep.
get the 3 bids, and then you would review them and go forward
Yep.
with whether you're going to go with a contract or whatever. We're waiting for the one bid. I contacted 4 companies. 3 of them did get back to us. We're waiting for the last bid today.
One of the questions I have for you, Chris, we do have workman's comp on anybody that's not, that's.
We do. We
Okay.
have a special workman's comp policy for any volunteers that work on the property. Yes, we do.
Because I talked to Alicia about that today, and I wanted to make sure.
Yes,
that-
we do.
because they have an issue unless we have that. Okay. Okay.
Liability is always covered for anybody working on our property, especially volunteers that are owners, but we do have in place a separate workman's comp, separate from our employees, that covers volunteers and contractors.
Yeah.
Because if a guy falls off a roof, whether the roofer has workman's comp or not, they're suing us.
Still come as that.
Correct.
One of the things I wanted to say about that is I don't have a problem with people doing stuff. We don't want paint slapped all over the sidewalks out there. It's got to be done right, okay? You just don't go out there and just roll it, and it's not done that way. I was in the painting business for 30 years. I was a contractor. I says, and I also worked for the city, and I had a crew of about 15 people during the summer doing it. So you want to know what you're doing. I mean, it seems easy, just go out there and slap the paint on, but it's not like that. So as long as it's done okay, I don't have a problem with it. Go ahead.
We have the insurance for on property. Is that considered on property when they're on the sidewalk working or not? Has anybody verified that?
Good question.
It actually covers,
There-
are they insured on our property? Would that be considered our property? It's actually for anybody that's doing work for Monterey.
Yeah.
That's the way
One of
that
the
the
things
policy
is
is.
you're out on that street out there, you got about
Correct.
6 foot of sidewalk, and that could cause an issue. Yeah, I know. I thought about that, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
You know, that's my concern is having people so close to the road. So I wonder if we could notify the transportation board to see if they could put out orange cones if we decide to go that way, so that it makes it safer for our volunteers. I don't know the answer.
I think the people, this thing doesn't work right. I think the people, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, is the people that put in to do the painting is, they're experienced painters, correct? Like contractors or whatever, not somebody like me that couldn't paint out there. But out there, they're all experienced guys, they know what they're doing, to paint. Yeah, yeah, I know. Good. Thank you.
Anybody else? Anything? There you go. Go ahead, Pat.
There's some thank yous where thank yous are due. The people who installed the new system, we've been waiting for, this way, John? Okay. For years. John, Kenny, I don't think Kenny's here. Joe Roberts, who crawled. Who am I missing? Who? Kenny Parker, yes.
Yep.
Darren, anybody else? No. And also, Mr. Brown. I don't know if he's here. Dave Brown. He finished painting the mailboxes, volunteered to do it, and they look fabulous. So it didn't cost us any money.
Okay.
Yeah. Our side. Yeah. Ours weren't done.
And if Pat forgot to thank anybody, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Camille, 25A. How much difference would it be if we paid a bidder to do the painting of the wall versus volunteers?
Once we get the contracts in, we'll know. We'll have a good idea.
bid.
Gotta look at the cost of the paint. I'm not sure what the cost, I wouldn't know unless I looked at it. I'm not sure what they're using, so. We can let you know. So we
This
find
will all
out.
be this will all be discussed at the next workshop meeting, I'm assuming. This will be discussed at the next workshop meeting. Pick a date.
Whenever everybody wants to get together, I guess. You want to do what, you want to do one next week? I mean, we got a regular meeting coming up in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
2
the
weeks.
regular one is the last Tuesday of the month.
Last Tuesday of the month. So we can do one next week if everybody's on board with that. I mean, everybody got a problem? Do it on Tuesday next week?
I have to look at calendars.
Want to look first? We'll let you know.
Informational meeting, and you usually do the third Thursday of the month, is that? I usually do the third Monday. Monday. Yes, that's canceled for this month.
Next Tuesday is the Hotwire education.
Okay,
At
so we
2
can't do it
o'clock,
Tuesday.
or 10 o'clock.
Okay, so we can't do it that day.
Oh, that's the other, yes, the Hotwire education thing. Anybody who missed it during the summer, if you were not here, very educational. And this time, I think they've actually learned how to put it on the screen. Bring your remote with you, but take the batteries out. And they will actually show you how to use the remote, all the little fancy doodads that you can do and the shortcuts and all that. But take your batteries out because you will keep shutting the TV on and off.
Not until we get this worked out.
Let's discuss it.
Just do it in February.
Oh, the Hotwire is next Tuesday
Next
at...
Tuesday, yeah.
At what time?
Tuesday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Did everybody get the email from Hotwire that they've expanded your showtime now to include Paramount Plus?
It doesn't.
Okay. It started yesterday on the 8th.
What was that? I didn't hear.
Did you get the email?
If you're not getting it, call Hotwire.
Yeah.
Or go on your email to them or whatever and tell them that you had not gotten the expanded version.
It's Showtime, right? There's an email explaining it. And you can go to our channel 99 and go up in the corner up there, and there's the announcement in there that explains it also.
We'll discuss it amongst the board, and we'll see if we're going to have a workshop meeting next week. We got to get together and make sure everybody can get in there. Okay. Anything else from anybody? No? Somebody make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, then I have one comment. Sorry. I just wanted to announce that there's going to be a retirement reception for Chris on the 23rd.
4th.
24th. Oh, the 24th. Okay, the 20.
No, come on the 23rd.
Wednesday, the 24th.
Wednesday, the 24th. And we really need to come and appreciate him because he's certainly given 18 and plus years to our community, and we wouldn't be where we are now unless he had been here.
That'll be an open house between 1 and 3.
1 to 3 on Wednesday, the 24th. 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn?
Bringing the booze.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.